actually had a different video planned for today, but you know, with this storm that just came through, I think I'm gonna give you guys a bird's eye perspective of what happened yesterday and overnight with this storm. All right, so take a look. So take a look at this. I figured it'd be nice to see this from a different perspective. So I am back home and we are just at the dinner table because the power is out everywhere and it's kind of crazy. It's kind of creepy. It's sort of like Walking Dead type.
It kind of feels like the end of the world between the power being out, COVID, the Black Lives Matter, riots, everything that's going on across the world. It just feels like the end of the world.
It kind of does, man.
You kind of feel like the Bible is revealing itself every day out there. I'm just waiting for the locust.
Yep. And I was saying with the kids that I feel kind of bad for the neighbors because they don't have a generator. Many of them don't have a generator. Quite honestly, I don't even know why, because living in Connecticut, you really should have a generator.
You learned the hard way.
Yeah, we definitely learned the hard way. You know, back in 2011, I believe it was Superstorm Sandy for Connecticut, but Hurricane Sandy for Florida and those southwestern states or southeastern states. I can't remember 100%, but I remember
they still called it Hurricane Sandy.
Was it still Hurricane Sandy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember when Hurricane Sandy came by, we actually had Darren at the time. This was 2011, so yeah. Darren was actually not even a year yet, I don't think. I used to work nights as a nurse over at one of the hospitals in Northwest Connecticut. And I remember that week when the storm hit. And we ended up losing power for over a week.
Oh, God. It was so hard. It was in the winter.
Yeah, look at the honey got from the week.
So we had no heat. We're on well water, so that means you have no water in your house because you now have no electricity to pump it up from the well. What else didn't we have? We didn't
have anything.
Flush the toilets because you only had the water that's in the toilet tank.
Because
we had no hot water to shower because it was winter.
Because we had no water pump to actually get water from our well.
And
up
our
to
boiler
the
is
system.
on the electricity,
and our boiler needed electricity to stay heated.
And to give us water.
Yep.
So we had a cold house, cold water, no stove because we have an electric stove, no microwave, no refrigerator. We had nothing.
We literally had nothing, but we had a grill. And what we did was we actually ended up using our grill. Oh yes, we had a propane grill. So we ended up using our grill to melt snow, and then we used the melted snow water, heated that up so that we can actually place it in a bucket, and then we used the bucket to add to water that we pretty much melted with other snow.
But we have to process this. Remember,
so that we had
have
to
no water,
right?
Because the well had no pump to pump it up. So we have no water to shower, but there was a big snowstorm outside, so there was a lot of snow. So we put snow in a pot and just kept melting it to make water.
Yep.
For shower.
I remember
and
that.
after we showered in it, so what was it? We showered the baby first.
Yep.
Then I showered. Then Odell showered.
Because I'm the big, dirty, hairy guy.
And then...
You don't want my dirt coming first.
No. Because I'm breastfeeding. I don't want your crack water on my breast for the baby to drink. So the baby showered first. Then I showered. Then Odell showered. Then we used the water to flush the toilet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk about resourceful. Listen, let me tell you something. We grew up in Jamaica. And, you know, we didn't grow up there for our entire lives, but I was there until I was 7. So we have a lot of memories of how to really rough it. And I think that's what's missing with modern society. We've gotten so used to the conveniences of life that no one knows how to rough it. So luckily, we had that knowledge from when we were growing up in Jamaica. We knew how to rough it. So that's how we roughed it. And I can tell you, I remember very vividly that when that storm hit and we had lost power for that period of time, I made it my mission to make sure that never happened again. So that's why we're sitting here right now with light. You know, you see that light? That's because of our past experience. And when that happened, because we couldn't do anything, I remember there were gas stations that had no power, and the ones that did have power were completely out of gas. They had signs that was saying no gas. It was sort of apocalyptic, to be honest. You know,
we drove over an hour to other towns to go get gas, and those towns, the lines were like wrapping around blocks upon blocks, waiting for gas. So we definitely learned from that storm. We're gonna take you into the room that we lived for a whole week because that was the fireplace room, but we don't have a blower on it, so it just warms that room. It didn't extend to the upstairs or out here, so we had to close this door, and then we had to put up a sheet in here because this side has no door. So we had to put up a sheet here. See, our nails are still there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
9 years later, we have our nails there.
I see.
That we put up a sheet to block the heat in. And
Yep.
I would sleep here, right here, because the fire is blazing. I would lay right here with Darren, breastfeeding him. And Odell would stay up all night replacing it with wood to make sure that we were warm. So I guess he's good for something. He's the wood replacer. And then he laid behind me and Darren to keep us warm with all of his meat.
Pretty much. So pretty much the heat from the fireplace would basically hit them, and then I would sort of be that extra layer of insulation to keep the heat in so that they could all stay warm. And literally I didn't sleep because the minute the fire looked like it was dying, I would just get more wood and throw it into the fire. At the time, you know, I was working night shift, and I remember just calling out from work because my family always comes first.
I don't want to stay here alone in the dark with a young baby.
Yep.
Oh no.
So I mean, it was fun. It was crazy.
It was an experience.
It was definitely an experience.
An experience that we learned from.
Yes, we did. Because I'll tell you what happened from that experience. Because everywhere we went pretty much had no gas. There was nothing. I mean, I wanted a generator so bad. You would go into the store and there were 0 generators everywhere. Everyone would tell you everything's sold out.
Ordering it. you can even get an order from state Connecticut, New York. Our generator was shipped from Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours was shipped from Georgia. And what I did was I ended up Googling the longest lasting generator I could find, which ended up being a manufacturer called DEK. And I remember when I saw it was so pricey. I was like, oh my God, this is probably the most expensive generator you could get. But it lasted for 18 hours on 1 tank of gas with 50% load. And we bought it. It didn't come right away. It came after the power came back.
and then the power never went out for years.
And then the power never went out again. So you know what's funny is we were actually thinking, why the heck do we have this generator, you know, for so much money? We were thinking of selling it. And it's a good thing we didn't. Let me say I was thinking of selling it.
Yeah, not we.
Because she doesn't get rid of anything. So we decided, you know what, let's just hold on to it. We'll see what happens. And
it's a good thing that we did, because we have 3 kids now that don't know what a power outage is. Like, the power has been out since yesterday at 5 p.m.
Right.
They don't realize that because they've had light, water, toilet flushing, stove working, microwave working, oven working, everything working. They don't realize that. But then we realize how blessed we were when we see the little kids next door just sitting outside. There is no power.
And they haven't had power since yesterday. You know,
fast food restaurant we just passed by McDonald's. The line is around the store and down the block.
And stations are starting to run out of gas now because all of downtown pretty much has no power.
Olivia, get down.
And yeah, my wife is here talking about she wants to crank up the AC while no one has power.
Well, so what I didn't sleep last night because it was hot.
Because I decided to turn off the generator.
And this one decided to turn off the generator because he thinks it's too loud. We're disturbing the neighbors.
It's kind of crazy to be sitting here with your generator blaring in the middle of the night while other people are sweating bricks. And, you know, you kind of don't want people to look at you and say, hey, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come break into their house and steal their generator.
So he went and turned off the generator, and I didn't sleep all night because it's hot, and it's hot. So,
well, yes, it's hot, but there was a nice breeze going, and the moon was absolutely beautiful.
Well, I'll give you that.
How come you guys didn't open the window in your room then?
It was hot.
We did open the window.
And I didn't sleep.
And
then this one came in our room.
Then we woke up with this little thing at the edge of the bed. I don't know when he snuck. Why did you come in our room? Is it because your nightlight was out?
No, I wasn't uncomfortable because Danny and Olivia were squished together.
Yeah, but you said you were scared.
You were scared
because
you didn't have your nightlight.
I woke up to him shining his Star Wars sword in the middle of the night to give light because his nightlight is out, right?
Yep.
Did you have your Star Wars sword?
This guy hasn't been in our room. What is it called?
Return
of the Jedi. So yeah, that's sort of our experience. And now we have this generator, and I don't know, but we feel a little guilty that we're actually prepared for stuff like this. And the other thing I did was every single time.
Not you.
I do feel a little guilty.
Not me, I'm okay.
But I guess people should just prepare, right?
Well, we paid our dues.
You live in the country. Power outages will happen. It's not like it's might it? It will, because it's the country. So I kind of feel like you should be prepared. But yes, I do feel a little bit guilty.
Where are the people going to put up the power line back?
I don't know, but we went outside, and I showed you guys this earlier with me driving around, and there are power lines down everywhere. There are trees down everywhere. And what I showed you wasn't even, the most of what happened. What I showed you was just a little bit, and that's just because I was rushing to go see a client. But yeah, it's a lot of damage, and I honestly didn't think it was that much damage because of how quick the storm came through. But it was a lot, and it was surprising. So, I mean, I guess we just learn to prepare for the unexpected, and we move on from there, you know? You have something to say?
Dad?
What's up?
Did you find a lot of trees knocked down at your clients while you're going to them?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I told you.
How about on the highway?
Yeah, there were a lot of trees knocked down on the highway too.
Was there a traffic jam?
No traffic jam, buddy. But I do have to say that that storm in 2011 literally prepared us for everything that comes after.
2011?
Because not only do we have a generator, but we also have a small stock of non-perishable items as well, just in case. And pretty much I go out to see clients every day, and I take my empty gas tanks with me every day because I could end up an hour, 2 hours from home. So I get gas at every opportunity that presents itself, So I guess lesson learned 2020, between the pandemic, the storms, the locusts that were happening with these, I guess they're Japanese wasps or whatever wasps they were, killer bees and whatnot. These are really sort of like biblical times, I guess, at least as far as what we're seeing. So we just learn to prepare for the unexpected, and we'll see what happens in 2021. But I am ready for 2020 to sort of just move along. But hey, like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all in the next video. And I'm going to stick with this format because I think I'm getting really positive responses from it. It seems more laid back, more conversational. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And we will see you guys. Take care.